Hello everybody, what is up, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. And in the last episode, we started on the class trial, the first class trial, and we made quite a bit of progress in it, actually. We were able to deduce that Sayaka was the one who took the knife from the kitchen, according to Aoi and Sakura, who... You know, that whole entire part was annoying because Aoi was like, "Oh yeah, I was in the dining hall last night," but she failed to mention that she was in there with Sakura, and then also failed to mention that freaking Sayaka had came in. Like, how could you fail to mention all of those things? Like, those are all very vital, necessary things. And then I forget what else. What else was happening? Oh gosh, I don't even remember. Well, let's just continue. The killer must not have realized. Oh yeah, that's right. We were deducing that, the killer didn't even realize that it was my room because of the fact that the nameplates had been changed. And so they didn't realize that the bathroom door, didn't actually lock, but instead got, like, the door got jammed because of the messed up door frame. So, yeah. So, obviously, it couldn't have been me.
Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
No, it's not.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Yes, because the person thought it was Sayaka's room.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Yes, they didn't know, and also, apparently, I'm guessing it was Sayaka who switched the nameplates, too.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
Which is why they would have gotten the toolkit from their room, and not my room. So then, we've basically deduced that it was a guy who did it.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Yes, what a moron.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But
probably by force. That handle was nearly off.
The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Huh.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Yes, but he didn't know that.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Yep, only I knew. And Sayaka.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
And also didn't know about the door, which there's only, like, it was only me and Sayaka who knew. Now it's only me.
Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yep. Well, now they all know. That's what I've been trying to tell you all, you fucking
then
idiots.
Who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
No! Then you'll have freaking the what's his name? The mole from Animal Crossing pop up. Be like, hold on, you didn't save your game.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Okay, I'm trying to remember what that mole's name was. Because I remember in, like, literally OG Animal Crossing, and this is only for the Japanese version of the game, if you actually quit without saving so many times, the mole, oh god, why can I not remember his freaking name? The mole will literally tell you, if you keep quitting without saving, I will erase your data or whatever. And in the Japanese only version, he literally does do that. I think in the English version they kept the dialogue, but they removed the actual function. And oh my gosh, that image of freaking Kiyotaka
Majority rules?
is crazy.
You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Are you saying you don't believe in democracy?
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
What about you? Do you have any trivial thoughts or questions?
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
What's for dinner?
Oh, you.
Oh, damn. Throwing some stank on that.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Oh, I was expecting somebody intelligent to ask something. Or say something.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
It's fine, you're fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Oh yeah, sure, totally. Like, she literally switched rooms with me because she was terrified of being murdered. Why would she just drop the key randomly somewhere and expect somebody to just pick it up, come to the room, open it, like, knowing that that's the key to that room? Also that she could, or also that they could kill her, or whatever.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yeah.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
No. Didn't Monokuma say it was impossible?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Oh, that's good.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
The easy way?
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
You know what? That actually is a good theory.
No, that can't be it either.
Except for she told me that she wouldn't open the door even if it was me. Even if she knew it was me.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Unless she was just lying about that.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular. Because of how frightened she was. That's the answer, right? There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... can I check the information for this? Try rooms when the victim was discovered. Ask Makoto switch with her when someone attempted. Yeah, I think that's the only answer is switching rooms. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting it's triangle.
Because
Gosh, dang it.
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's totally proof. Because her feelings. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Damn.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. Why'd she go and get a knife, by the way?
What if her being scared was a lie?
What? You dare accuse her of lying?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Okay, Sayaka. Huh. Oh, she used that one trick where you take another piece of paper. No. You just gently, like... Yeah, you just gently use your pencil to fill out the paper. And the indentations where somebody pressed on the previous sheet would show up. Interesting. It's an interesting format for that letter, though. Nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? It's hard to make that out a little bit, though.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Ooh.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Yeah, on detective
When you
shows.
write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap!
Yeah.
I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Yeah, don't you... Yeah, you should always rip the paper out from underneath the old sheet. Yeah, the sheet that you were writing on. I mean, that is if you don't want to get caught doing something bad, but like, why would you do that?
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Nice. Yeah, you take a piece of paper and put it over the top of the secondary one, and then you do that.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Oh, in my room.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Jeez, how much took place while I was asleep? Jeez.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, why would I write that?
No, I didn't. But
no.
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I write it and then sign Sayaka? Sign it as Sayaka. And that note. Sayaka wrote it.
But
Yeah,
why?
no shit.
why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Jesus?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
Oh.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Shut up, you perv.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Of course not.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Alright, everybody turn out your pockets. Show me what you got on you. I bet you whoever the killer is has the note still on them. Like, shit, I should have thrown this away.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
What did she say again?
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, here we go again with another freaking round table debate. Door nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes. Is that where I'm
So
supposed to
if
shoot?
someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Yes.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Huh. I didn't see any contradiction there. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's. And the reason for that is... it has to be because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's rooms.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah, so is that the one I shoot? Your meaningless words tire me. Please stop wasting my time. Ow! Fuck! I need to consider this carefully one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Fuck!
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
I can't just do that
But in the
willy-nilly.
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
Oh, I
So if
missed it.
someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room.
Oh, is that it? Huh. What was the contradiction?
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's
Oh, yeah.
rooms got switched.
Yeah,
got-
that's right.
Switched?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like
That's
the rooms
right.
themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name,
Yep.
and the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're
Yep.
saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yep.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Oh, smart. Yeah. Yes. I thought we had already deduced this.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Didn't we already deduce this? I thought we even brought up the whole nameplates being switched, too.
And the one who switched the names was... well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Sorry if you heard some clanking on my glass. I'm drinking some beer.
Right?
I don't know why I said it like that.
Okay, then who did it?
Who done it? There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. And it was Sayaka. I'm pretty sure.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah, nobody else would know.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
Unless the killer somehow found out and then was like, hey, I'm gonna switch their nameplates just to screw with you. I mean, that wouldn't even do anything.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
Yes. Instilling it into their mind.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But
Yes.
why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Yeah, instead of just saying, come to my room, she has to add in, make sure you check the nameplates. That would instantly throw me off. If I saw a note like that, I'd be like, nope, I ain't doing it. It's a trap for sure.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Yes, why
To
indeed?
understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
After she invited them into the room, didn't they kill her?
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Good deduction.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
No. Dude, just no.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka
See,
posted
even
the
Mondo
killer there in the
knows
room,
that.
yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Why are you smiling like that, Leon?
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yes.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh, that was definitely used during the fight.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
Wait, no, she wanted it for defense, but then decided to just give it to me.
Seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yes.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Due to the gold dust, dumbass. Moving on. The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... Yes. Is this what I need to present?
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Yes. It looks like a little bit of pee, but trust me, it's not. It's glitter, I swear.
Is that gold?
Yes, it is. But not really gold. It's just gold paint. Calm down.
It sure is. Specifically,
it sure is.
Gold coating from the replica sword.
Yeah, it was worth a lot of money. Now it's worth a little bit less.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
Because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Can opening ASMR. Drink pouring ASMR. Overflowing foam ASMR. No. Okay. Yes, she got hit on the wrist with the sword. Obviously.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Does it? Hopefully.
All
Feels
right.
like this is going
then
on
it's
forever.
about time to solve this mystery.
Is it? I feel like there's a lot to still go over. What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Are we gonna have another freaking debate again? Oh, dang it. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Oh, fine. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Well, yeah, I kind of have to. They're non-stop. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Finally, we've gotten to this point in the gameplay. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. So not only do we have to have the correct truth bullet, but we also have to have the correct statement. My suggestion is to probably try and deduce what the contradiction is first, and then figure out which truth bullet to use. But I don't know. We'll see. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually. Yeah. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to continue the right truth bullet. You'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Yes. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. I don't know what that is on my freaking controller. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Damn it! Or you can use the mouse wheel. Oh man, see, I really should have used a mouse this time. Why did I not do that? Especially since I was all like, oh, can opening ASMR, beer pouring ASMR. Why did I not also have mouse clicking ASMR? Seriously. For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh crap, why? Why is it set to mean? I'm still trying to pour my drink here too. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm not ready yet. What? Replica sword sheath, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. Okay, I gotta figure out how to cycle through stuff.
The culprit grabbed the sword.
It's L. It's L1.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Wait, okay, let me listen to that again. The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Huh.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
I think it's the sheath.
Sword-based sneak attack.
A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife.
I think it's this one. Wait, what? What? You think something I said is wrong? Oh, dang.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first sword-based sneak.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Wait, hold on. I think I know what the contradiction is. It's the first statement that Hiro makes. The person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh, yes, it's this one.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Come on.
A sword-based sneak attack.
That's what it is.
No, it's wrong.
I was just doing. I had the right truth bullet. I was just doing it to the
no.
wrong statement.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
No, it wouldn't have. If they were coming into Sayaka's room and she was prepared with the knife.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Yeah.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
You're forgetting about the katana itself.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
What do you mean? I'm in the process of explaining.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Yes. Oh. Well, but then how did the supposed killer slash victim get their hands on it?
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yes.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
And useless as shit. Just like my father.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yes.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So the sheath took damage with the sword still inside of it?
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yes.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Okay. This is all very interesting and fascinating and everything. But how does this explain who killed her?
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No, I'm pretty sure she was the one who had the knife.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
I think it's more like the opposite.
Then, after they broke her wrist with a sword, they...
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword
I didn't
to
mean to skip
defend
his
herself.
dialogue.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Oh. Certain part of her body? What, her hands? Her palms? Her stomach?
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right?
Yes.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Because of the freaking gold dust! Have you not been paying attention?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Yes.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Yep.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Why would she do that?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes. That's exactly the reason why I think so. You got it right, Togo. Good for you.
No, that's not it at all.
Don't give in to her. There's no way Sayaka will wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night. Oh, yeah. She's afraid of water. Water can't remove it. The water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1 a.m.
Yeah, way too late.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh, gross.
Oh my.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Damn.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why would you take that as a compliment?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yep, like I said, everyone show me your palms.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I'm just kidding. They would have absolutely have washed their hands by now. The one who damaged the sheath would had to have been the one without the sword. Without the sword. Oh, then yeah, it would have been Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Yes.
And the one who attacked first was...
It was Sayaka.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Yeah, she wasn't completely innocent.
No, far
Screw
from
her.
it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Ooh. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Yeah, my room.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Dang.
Which brings up another
So
point.
she was the ultimate assailant.
Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Well, apparently not, because she failed that. So no. She's the ultimate failure of an assailant. Gosh dang it, I can't even talk right now. I'm getting tired. And I still got a ton of shiz to do. I have to wake up earlier tomorrow. Or, actually, I don't know. I'm thinking either I take care of stuff tonight, or I wait until tomorrow to take care of everything. Probably just gonna wait until tomorrow to take care of everything. I'm tired as fuck.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Dang. I hadn't even thought about that possibility. But yes, you're completely right.
Sayaka
But she failed.
On me?
She wanted to... On me? Insert... She wanted to insert word here, on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Yes.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Makoto.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
I was hoping I could have gotten done with this trial in this episode, but I feel like I'm not going to be able to, but I'm still going to keep going for a little bit longer here.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
It feels like we haven't gotten anywhere in this argument, conversation, whatever.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, and would you all believe me? Fucking assholes.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Right. Wait, what? Is it because I'm a softie? Gosh, that's rude.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
What does that have to do with anything?
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I don't know. A normal kid. I don't see how that matters. If anything, I would be more suspicious of the frickin' idol, celebrity, whatever.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn.
Yeah, in other words, she sucks.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
And then what? She barricaded herself in the bathroom?
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Yes.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Pretty sure it's true. She's dead.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Exactly.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Yeah, that's what we should be focusing on.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to put it all just because you ran out of time?
Wait, ran out of time? We have a time limit?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
No, not yet. We're still not done discussing.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Yes. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Dying message. Was that the only truthful I get this time?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
That's not true.
Very well. And let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
I think I need to fire it at, what's his face, Leon's first statement where he says there's no more clues. There's still one clue left, I'm sure of it. Yeah, the one clue we haven't even freaking touched on yet was the whole entire fact there was a message behind her body.
But there just aren't
nobody
any more
brought that up
clues,
yet.
right? No, it's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
And this might finally actually uncover who the killer is.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
No, I said dying, not dining. What the heck?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Yeah, not dining.
11037. Written in her own blood.
Yes.
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask. Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I mean, who else would have wrote it? There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. Yes, her left index finger. It has blood on it.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Yes.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
Which would suck.
What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Yeah, I know. It's quite cryptic.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Yeah, you should know.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Oh.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Not numbers.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Oh. You're right.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
No, it's an N. But that still doesn't make any sense. No 37?
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Wow, Mondo, jeez, that's rude.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Shut up, you idiot.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Yes. But maybe we've got to figure out what the other ones are. Or, yeah. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something. Yeah, everybody turn your heads upside down and be like, oh, that's what it says.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy, are we there?
Whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message revealed the killer's name. Oh shit. You turn the message 180 degrees, you can tell who it was. It's become crystal clear. Who was it? Who was it? Who did it? Who did it? Who was it? Who did it? It was Leon.
Here's my answer.
It was
Key
totally
to solving
Leon.
this mystery was simply to rotate the right 180 degrees.
Yes.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Yep.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately,
L-E-O-N.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah, that just happened to look like his name.
No, it's not random
Just
at
written
all.
upside down.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result,
No, she could have wrote it normal. What the fuck are you talking about?
when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Okay, that's a weird challenge.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
We just did.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The Evans and Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? It was... Where is it? The burnt shirt piece. That's right.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Yes.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Yep.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
One piece.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one
Uh-oh,
scrap of
he's
fabric
losing it.
enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
Yeah, including the one that I'm wearing now.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Right in front of your face.
Yeah, I think so.
Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of, where it was disposed of, how it was disposed of. I think that's the one.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
And you know what? We're gonna do that next time. Sorry, I was hoping to wrap up this class trial in one episode, but it seems like I'm gonna be running out of time here. Well, actually, I don't know. I probably still had about like 10 minutes left, but I don't want these episodes to go on for too long. And also, like I said, I gotta go to bed earlier than normal. So I will see you guys next time. Bye! Oh yeah, and also don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel if you like, hearing me blab. Alright, see you guys then. Bye.